In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the inner cover of a beehive. Very easy. First thing we need to do is cut one board, a 1x4 that's a length of 19 7/8 inches. The next thing we need to do is cut one other board, 1x4, that's 15 5/8 inches long. So here we have our two boards, one that's 19 7/8 inches long and one that's 15 5/8 inches long. Now, off the boards that we just cut, 15 5/8 inches and 19 7/8 inches, we need to cut two pieces that are 3/4 inch wide off of each one of these. Here we go, the 19 7/8, we have two pieces that are 3/4 inch square, and the 15 5/8, we have two pieces that are 3/4 of an inch square. We now need to cut a 3/8 by 3/8 rabbet joint in the end of each board. So there'll be two on each board, one on each end, so a total of 8 cuts. My router's getting pretty dull here. That's why I'm getting all this splintering. But anyway, here's your 15 5/8 boards. your 19 and 7/8 inch boards. They each have a rabbet joint in each end. We'll now be cutting a channel right down the center of each one of these boards on the rabbeted side here. This router is set to a depth of 3/8 inches high, 3/8 of an inch high, and 3/8 of an inch to the center of the router bit. That should give us a nice channel right down the center. And this is a 1/4 inch dado bit. Now that we've ran the 1/4 inch dado joint 3/8 of an inch deep down the center of each one of those boards, that'll give us a slot for our 1/4 inch veneer plywood to ride down. Here I have this piece of veneer plywood. It's 1/4 inch thick. It's 15 1/4 inches wide by 19 inches long. And what we're going to do in little frames that we made here, we're going to go ahead and just slip this in here. Just kind of flex the plywood to get it in. Fits just snug there. And on the ends, you want to be on the inside. Go the other way, this fits a little bit snugger. Again, on this, I like to use my nail gun here. It's just so much easier. Make sure she's all good and lined up. There we go, that should be, well, we got one more on this one here. There. Now we're getting ready to drill the hole. We've got to make the mark for it. We're going to go from the very tip of each corner diagonally, just like so. Just draw a light, don't have to be dark, just a light X. Pencil. That looks pretty good. Now that we've marked our inner cover here with an X where we need to drill our hole so we're perfectly centered, we'll just take, I'm using an 1.5-inch hole saw with that 1/4-inch pilot bit. Just line it right up on the X. It don't get any easier than this. And that's all there is to it. Now we got our inner cover we just made. Just set it over here on this beehive. Line him up good. Fits fine. Go ahead and slip the top cover over.